Hi, this is CK at CK Education, and today I want to talk about the number 5 attribute for becoming the perfect candidate when you're interviewing. Now, when I started out this series, if you haven't watched the first video about how I did 12 interviews and got 12 job offers, 100% success rate. Again, this is not a video to show off about my interviewing success. It's to share my secrets on how I did it so that you can be helped. But if you haven't watched that video, I would highly recommend watching that video and the previous 4 videos before this one to see and to learn about the other 4 attributes. But this is attribute number 5, and this one is team player. You have to be a team player if you want to be successful in a company. I've seen so many people try to really just openly forget about being a team player. They're just looking out for their own best interest, their own career advancement. That's a very short-sighted way to go about your career. I do not recommend that at all. You've got to be a team player. I have not seen that gone well. Okay, so let me just give you. When I was working in the government, I had this guy. He was a pretty good friend of mine, and he was a very nice guy until my boss asked him to train a new employee. And he literally refused to do it. I mean, he just said, okay. And then every time the new employee went to him, I'm too busy or I can't do this. And he just really would not train her at all. And what happened was my boss heard about this and he basically fired him. It got to a point where he's like, I can't believe he's not doing it. He thought that my boss asked him to train her, the new employee, because he was grooming the new employee to take over his job. That was not my boss's intention at all. And if he had those kind of suspicions, he could have just honestly asked my boss to talk to him about it. But instead, he just looked out for his own best interest. He had a mistaken assumption in his mind, and he just was trying to be selfish about it. And he lost his job. Instead of being able to become maybe a manager one day, he lost his job. This is foolishness. You can't just look out for your own best interest. You have to look out for the best interest of the team, and particularly your boss's best interest. And I've said in previous videos, and I made one especially that in which I said your number 1 work relationship. And in that video, I said that your relationship with your boss is a number 1 most important relationship in your career. And it is always so important to make your boss look good, to give him the credit, and to make sure that you are fulfilling his mission. It's not your mission. It's not you against the boss. It is you working for the boss, and you have to make sure that you do things to make him look good. Okay, this is so important. But in doing that, you have to work with colleagues and your team, and you have to work together to fulfill that one goal. Okay, if you don't do that in the long term, you're going to have problems. Now, again, when it comes to interviewing, you can say, oh, I'm a team player. I'm totally a team player. But how can you prove that you're a team player? Anybody can say that they are a team player. Okay. So I would ask questions like this. When I was a recruiter, I might ask, because I want to see if someone's a team player. And I might say, hey, in your previous position, can you tell me an example in which you helped someone else accomplish their goals? Sometimes I get a long pause. Oh man. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good question. Okay. I don't consider that person a great team player. Okay. Or can you give me an example in which someone else helped you accomplish your goals in your job? Now, sometimes people, oh yeah, a lot of people help me. Okay, that's great. Now, let's go back to the other one. Can you give me an example where you helped somebody? Can't. I have no examples of that. Okay, I don't consider that person a person who is a great team player. Okay, I just don't. Because team players always look for opportunities to help other people. Now, someone might say, well, I just never had the opportunity. Nobody ever asked me. But let me tell you something about team players. Team players are looking for people whom they can help. Okay? Team players are looking for people whom they can help. It's like a person who is giving. A generous person who gives, who helps other people, they don't wait until someone just asks them, can you help me? So I'm still waiting for someone to knock on my door to ask me if they can help, if I could help them. They go out looking for people that they can help. And this is the same way with the team player. A true team player is looking for people. Hey, you know what? I know you think, is there anything I can help you with here or there? They're looking for that because they are looking out for the best interest of their boss's mission. And if something is not working well, if somebody needs help in doing that, they're going to step in and help. That's a team player. And that's the kind of person that I would look for to work in my organization. That's the kind of person that we would look for whom we want in our company. Isn't that, if you had a company, wouldn't you want that kind of person, right? Not just someone, oh, I'm not going to share my information. I'm not going to share my knowledge. You know, what if I get outshone? What if that person gets better than me? You see, those are insecurities that will not do you well. They just won't, okay? You got to be open to that. You got to be free of that. Let me help these people. Let me help us get to our mission, okay? And that's what you got to keep in mind. And so if you are in a work organization right now, if you're an employee right now, look for opportunities where you can help people. Look for opportunities where you can, you know what we call that in the real world when you're helping people? You are training them. And you know what kind of people trains people? Managers train people. If you want to make it higher and higher in your organizations, you can't just look out for your own interests. You're always going to be stuck on the bottom and wonder, man, I'm always looking for my own interests. You know, I'm not bothering anybody. Nobody's bothering me. Why do I always get passed up? Why don't I get advancements? Because you're not helping anybody. The person who has a bigger picture in their heads, who are helping other people, and who are helping other people achieve our goal, is the kind of person that I would look for to promote for them to become managers and higher ups. Okay? Not people who are just good at their jobs. But if you're good at your job and you're also good at training and helping other people, that's the kind of person that we will look for promotions. Okay, you got to have a little bit bigger picture in your mind about the company's vision, about your organization and your agency's vision than just, I'm just going to do my job and get paid and go home. Then you will just always do your job and get paid and go home. You will never make it past that. And then you'll wonder every year, why do I get passed up? Because you're not doing anything to show that you're a true leader, manager, influencer. And that is very important. If you want a leadership role, you got to be a leader. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is influence. Leadership is training. Leadership is helping other people achieve their goals, not just you achieving your goals. Okay, so if you want to make it up, if you want to do well in an interview, think of opportunities, think of cases in which you have helped other people. Now, if you have not, start doing it today. Go back to work tomorrow and start doing that. Look for opportunities to help people achieve their goals. And then in your next interview, you will have a story for this. You will have 2 or 3 stories in which you can tell in detail about how I helped other people. Now, again, we're not doing it so that we only have something for, we're not only doing it so that we have a story for an interview. As in all the other attributes that I talk about, it's not acting like a team player. It is becoming a team player. You're not just acting like someone with a positive mental attitude. You want to become a positive person. You don't want to just act like an honest person or a confident person or a likable person. You want to become those people. You don't want to just talk like you're confident. You want to truly be confident. The whole point and all these attributes that I'm sharing with you, I hope you're getting the point that it is about you becoming that person, not acting like that attribute. Okay, so even in today's case, you're not just acting like you're a team player. You're not just doing something so you have a story later. You want to become a team player, someone who not only looks out for his own self-interest, but also for the interests of others. And if you are not that kind of person and you're just acting, remember, acting only goes so far. You can only fool people for so long before they find out the real you. And when they find out the real you and they find out that you've been faking it all along, you're going to even have a worse time than you did in the start. So it's better just not to act, just be yourself, but work on becoming that kind of person who has better attributes. And if you do that, you're going to do a lot better in your interviews. So again, I encourage you to watch all the other videos on my channel. I deal with career success, college prep success tips, and money and personal finance advice, parenting advice, mindset for success. I have over 100 videos. I upload a new video every single day. And again, I'm not doing this to increase my subscriptions or my viewership or anything like that. I'm not, my goal is not to monetize or make money on YouTube. It really is not. It is to help you, the viewer, get helped. Not just subscribe, not to just to view and not, oh, that was a pretty good video. That is meaningless. You got to implement the things that I'm talking about and change and improve your life. That's what it's all about. And if you're that one person who actually does not just watch, but learns and changes and improves your life, and you experience that improvement, wow, then that's what it's all about. That's the goal. So thank you so much for sticking with me in this video up to this point. And until my next video, I hope you stay well.